Coming to you live from Southern California. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And on the hill in this one, Yusei Kikuchi.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go? J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
The shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Not close with that one, and we're underway. And the 1-0. Fought off foul. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
But when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes with 2 strikes, you think he's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. And right there, he snapped off another curve, and it was the same result as the pitch before.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. A switch hitter batting right. There's the strike. Kikuchi, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. One down, base is empty. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Adele makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Glove side, but it gets through.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Cal.
So a man at first. Cal Raleigh digs in now. That takes low for ball 1. Runner takes off, pitch inside, and safe.
We got 2 balls.
It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Next offer in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
At the belt and fires. Runner on the go again. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Luis Castillo.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Stepping in, Zach Neto.
For the Angels,
this kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big-time power.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
In the air, right field. Fair ball.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shanuel. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, and they got him.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Out towards right center field. Rodriguez sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Swinging a foul straight back. There's a strike. 95 of that one.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
2 out, space is empty. That one not close.
2 strikes.
And it's 1-2. That one missed. Outside low. 3-2 now. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth,
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Jorge Soler.
That one ripped. Tavares running hard to get it. And it slices foul, but it had the distance. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Tavares pulls that one down, and the inning is over. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Back here at Angel Stadium, new inning getting started, and now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. Kikuchi back to work. And that drops in for a strike. And the 0-2.
Ball down.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
And that one is downstairs. And 1-1. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Here's the pitch to Tellez. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Going, gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and that gives them a lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it, carried out nicely.
Here's Leody Taveras. The other way. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Cole Young in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the right fielder, Mike Trout. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential. Trout is one of the best players of his generation. He's a fan favorite because he brings a rare combination of speed, power, and all-around talent to the team. He's exactly the type of player you want to build around. Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And down on strikes. And there's one away.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, sliding down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. See you later. He'll touch them all. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's Joe Adele. Line and a base hit into right. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Waste no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
1 gone, runner at first. And next for L.A., Luis Rengifo. And there's a ball. Castillo, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. On a line out towards center. Rodriguez hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting 9th, the 3rd baseman, Chris Taylor.
Here comes Chris Taylor. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And the inning is over. Angels get one with a solo homer. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the rookie 3rd baseman, Ben Williamson. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Williamson, in his rookie season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was a 2nd-round pick in 2023. Check swing didn't go. And that is ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Now here is J.P. Crawford. Ball 1 there. Outside. One down, base is empty. To the right side, into the outfield, base hit.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now it's the DH, Jorge Polanco. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Crawford, the base runner at first with one out. There's a swing and a drive. Hits the fence. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
2 on, 1 out. Julio Rodriguez up next. And that one in the air center field. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Oh, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation.
Whoa.
You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swung on, belted. That ball's carrying. And out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 4-1. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Next pitch is downstairs.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is down low. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
So runner at second, 2 down. Rowdy Tellez up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Man on second, 2 down. Just missed. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back in Anaheim, now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Corrals it, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman,
Nolan Shotwell will hit next. Fly to center his first time. And that's a fair ball.
The left fielder, number 3, Taylor.
So man aboard. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one fouled off. Man at first, 1 away. Fastball is outside. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Save. And now second and third with 1 gone.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler, flied to right his first time. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Second and third, 1 away here in the last half of the third. Got him swinging.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Shotwell at third. Ward on at second with 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Gone off the rocks in center. Touch 'em all time. That's worth the price of admission. It's 4-4. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. And there's a foul ball.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swing and a drive deep right field. Back there. And that ball is out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game. It's 5-4.
back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The batter, number 2, second baseman,
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here.
Rengifo.
First
Ball
pitch
one.
misses.
Well, they've been able to score 4
1-0.
runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. A Rosarena after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-4 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Start of the 4th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Leody Taveras.
Now pitching for
So
the
a lefty
Angels,
out of the pen, Samuel
number
Aldegary.
66.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about
Samuel
middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
There's the strike at the knees.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Ohapi collects, fires to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now it's the second baseman, Cole Young. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball popped up. Ohapi under it. He's got it. 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit
Now
quick.
batting,
Front shoulder
third
open,
baseman,
backside
Ben
collapsed a little bit, and the
Williamson.
launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Ben Williamson up next for the Mariners. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a foul out of play. He swings and fouls one off.
That's ball 2.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that turns the lineup over.
The batter, number
Timing
3,
on the swing was
shortstop,
good, able to shoot the ball up
JP
the middle. Didn't square it
Crawford.
up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. The
ball.
shortstop takes the ball.
Counts 1-0.
On the ground, right side, Rengifo handles, throws
Got
to
it.
first, and that is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. Angels 5 and the M's 4. And we're back.
And
John
leading
Shabby
up
and Chris
for the
Singleton
Angels,
with you.
the third
And leading
baseman,
off the bottom of the fourth, Chris Taylor.
Taylor.
That one fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Really
The batter,
good swing
number
right
9.
there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So the lineup flips over. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Castillo checks over to first, and he's back. Just off the inside edge.
You know, these Angels doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Taylor aboard here at first with nobody out. Strike two. That's down and in.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
In the air, right side. Tavares going after it. He's got it, and there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So digging in, Nolan Shanuel. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Gone! And they add on. It's 7-4. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Luis Castillo won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Jackson Kowar on a pitch out of the pen here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That misses 2-0.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Nope, that's a ball.
One out, base is empty. And there's ball four.
Take your base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Next for the
One
Angels,
down. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jorge Soler. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. And that's outside. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Trout, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a ground ball on to first. That's the inning. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now 7-4. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Angel Stadium, and here is Jorge Polanco. Aldegari back to work. That misses. 1-0.
Well, these Mariners putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Neto slings it across, and Polanco is out.
Up next for Seattle, the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
So up next, Julio Rodriguez. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Now fly ball to right center. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. He's already homered in this game. Now a screamer into the outfield. Ward makes the catch, and that'll do it. Nobody left for Seattle, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. That misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Angels, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Line drive, and out number 1 on the grab.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Joe Adell, the next to hit for the Angels. He's 2 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. That smash towards center. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis.
2 down, bases empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They hold a 7-4 lead. Back in Anaheim, top 6. And now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Arozarena in his 5th season, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Gets him to chase after that one.
1-1.
That one misses, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
And a foul ball. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the curve, and it was a smart choice. So here comes Rowdy Tellez.
For the Horned Frogs, the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
The Angels leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering down in the dirt.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And a 1-2. On the ground, right side. Rengifo. The throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
The right fielder, number 4, Leody Taveras.
Leody Taveras now at the plate. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Now, this guy is just
0-1's
filling
the
up
count.
the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Cole Young, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Taveras leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one hammered way back there. And that one is out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-6.
was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And here is Ben Williamson.
Nope.
And that one
That's
missing inside a sharp slider. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Adele moves under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes Chris Taylor. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. Fastball for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Colin Snyder getting loose out there. Bizzardo, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Next pitch is in the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that one misses up and in. It's 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Gassed it right by him. At the plate,
Now
Zach
batting,
Neto.
the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Not
Counts
even
1-0.
close there. And it's 1-0. Sliced hard but foul. One down, base is empty. And a weak ground ball to the
That
left
goes
side.
foul.
And that goes foul. Cut on and lifted in the air. Tavares settles under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now pitching for
Casey
Seattle,
Lawrence, ready or
Number
not,
41.
in the game now after the injury.
Casey
He's into the game with the
Lawrence.
bases empty.
Now batting.
And now the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
In there at the knees. That's strike 1. And that's outside.
Outside.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting
The left fielder,
continues.
number
They
3,
kept him in the yard that
Taylor.
time, but all he's doing now is passing the
Whoa.
baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. That situation navigated to perfection by the Mariner bullpen. We're through 6 full. It's the Angels 7 and the Mariners 6. Back here at Angel Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
Pop dump. Neto. And it's caught for the out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
Jorge Polanco digs in now. 1 for 3. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Out to short. Throws to first in time. And 2 away to start the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. And the slider just misses. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Lined into right. Dives, and it gets by. Around first and hustling for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And it's a 2-out triple to put the tying run on at third.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Slice the other way and foul. The tying run is 90 feet away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom of the 7th, and now the DH, Jorge Soler. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That missed by a lot. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
On the ground to short, Crawford. Now a jump throw, and they get the out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Mike Trout.
Here's Mike Trout looking to do more of what he did back in the third.
No doubt. That 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat.
First offering in the dirt. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings here and blasts one left field. Going, gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 8-6. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He makes the grab, and there are 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for L.A., Joe Adell. On the ground to third. Throw over to Tellez. And that is that. Angels do get 1, however, on the Mike Trout home run. It's now 8-6. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Ryan Zefferjohn.
Number 56.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. And he grounds one to the right side. Rengifo gets it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Here's Rowdy Tellez. And first offering is fouled off. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. The Halos leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Adell ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 4, Leody Taveras.
And up next for Seattle, Leody Taveras. That one pushed to the left and foul. And a foul ball. And ball one.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That's back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. A laser to left. It's 8-7.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now here is Cole Young. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
And that's in there at the knees.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now an 8-7 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matt Brash.
Now,
pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in,
And
Luis Rengifo. 0 for 3 in this one.
Luis Rengifo.
Just missed. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Gabe Spire, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Bizzardo, the right-hander, also getting loose. The 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. That misses, and a count 2-1. In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Up the middle, Young. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor now. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. one is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Brash checks on first. Taylor back in on a dive. Taylor leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-2.
And it's 0-2. Line drive, base hit. Taylor around second. And it gets by him. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, just a total breakdown defensively right there. I mean, allowing a run to score all the way from first because of an error pretty much shouldn't happen. But every once in a while we see one of these weird plays and it leaves everyone kind of scratching their heads.
One out, runner at second. Now, Nolan Shanuel. In the air, right field, Tavares. Sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with two gone.
The left fielder, number 3, Taylor.
So up next, Taylor Ward. That one outside, and that's ball one. That one ripped right center field. Could be extra bases. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mike.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Matt Brash done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
on the mound now, Colin Snyder.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game.
Colin
They're hoping he's the guy to
Snyder.
keep them within striking distance.
First and second, 2 outs. And next for the Angels, Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. In there at the knees. 1 and 2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He will score. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Logan O'Hoppe will hit next. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Tavares sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. That is the inning. So they get 3 runs on 5 hits, an error, but 2 are left stranded. 9th inning coming up. It's the Halos 11 and the M7. Back in Anaheim, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now for Seattle, Ben Williamson. Zephyr-John back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Zephyr-John goes 6 feet 5 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Ground ball right side. Rengifo to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Most hitters are looking for a first pitch fastball. You're not really timed up for a changeup. So if it's well located by the pitcher, he can get strike 1.
Foul ball there. The Angels leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. Hit weakly on the ground. Rengifo whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Jorge.
So they're down to their final
Polanco.
out. Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. Slider for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. This could end it. That one ripped. And no one can get there. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Putting some good swings on the ball.
Now
That's his second extra base hit in this
Julio
one. Put a pretty good jolt into that
Rodriguez.
one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. There's a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs. And the count is 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
An 11-7 final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.